Welcome to rental24h.com. Today, we're bringing you 11 essential tips for hiring a car at Palermo Airport. But before we dive in, don't forget to compare prices for car hire at Palermo Airport on our site for the best deals. To begin with, let's delve into the rental companies available at Palermo Airport. Within the terminal, you'll discover branches for Sixt, Noleggiari, Goldcar, Thrifty, Avis, Budget, Eurocar, and other companies. Within shuttle driving distance, you can easily spot Autovia, RecordGo, Centauro, Ecovia, and Optimorant. Note that companies like Hertz, Thrifty, and Dollar share the same office. Also keep in mind that their parking garages might be located outside the terminal near the parking areas. Now let's discuss insurance prices. You will need to buy the minimum cover package anyway, but check other extra options. As for the complete cover package, Locato offers the maximum price of 4 to 5 euros per day, while Noleggiari offers the minimum charge around 16 euros per day. For personal accident insurance, Thrifty offers the most expensive price around 15 euros per day, and Noleggiari offers again the cheapest car hire deal. While the average expense for the complete cover package stands at 33 euros per day, and the personal accident insurance average price is 9 euros per day. Keep that in mind. Now let's talk about deposits, as you should pay them at the rental counter. Locato offers the lowest price, which is a mere 1 cent, while Thrifty requires the highest deposit of 2,600 euros. Still, we advise you to contact the Locato office directly and discuss the deposit and insurance rates for your rental deal. Meanwhile, cheap companies ask for around 250 euros for card hold, while expensive companies require around 1,000 euros. However, the deposit amount may change based on the season, car class, payment method, and other circumstances. For the most recent information, please check our website or get in touch with the supplier. Ensure that you have adequate funds available on your credit card to cover the rental car cost, deposit holds, any additional extra equipment you plan to add, insurance costs, and potential fees incurred after returning the car, such as late return fees. Remember, always photograph the car you receive at the rental counter and ensure that the company's representative is aware of all scratches and marks on it. This can save you from any disputes later on. Moving on, let's discuss payment methods, as some suppliers only accept credit cards. Several companies at Palermo Airport, including Avis, Budget, Centauro, Dollar, Eurocar, Hertz, Locato, Maggiore, Sixt, RecordGo, and Thrifty accept debit cards for your convenience. Now let's talk about travel limitations. While most car rental companies typically offer an unlimited mileage policy, it's essential to review any cross-border restrictions. Here's a concise overview. As for territorial restrictions, vehicles rented from Palermo Airport are prohibited from entering in African, Asian, and Middle Eastern countries. Speaking about car type, Avis and Budget allow only certain car types for cross-border trips to Slovenia, the Czech Republic, and Croatia. From Keti and Eurocar for these countries, plus Hungary, drivers cannot book Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. For Ecovia, there are specific cross-border fees, varying by car rental duration. For Dollar and Thrifty, there are additional charges up to 600 euros for not declaring intentions to drive out of Italy. So be sure to plan your trip accordingly. Before we continue, don't forget to give this video the thumbs up and leave a comment below. And now, let's discuss extra services and equipment. Consider potential additional costs to your car hire at Palermo Airport. As for the Wi-Fi access fee, it starts from just 5 euros per day. Need a GPS? Expect a surcharge ranging from 5 to 23 euros. Young driver, be ready for the fee in this specific money range. And if you need a booster seat, note that the price can range from 5 to 64 euros. Keep those in mind when booking a vehicle. And before we wrap up, here are 4 Palermo-specific tips for drivers. Age restrictions in Palermo are also important to note. The minimum age to rent a car without fee is typically 25 years, except for Enterprise with a minimum of 27 years, Carways with 23 years, and Eurocar with the minimum of 26 years. While the maximum age to rent a car without fee is generally 99 years, excepting Nolajari, Green Motion, Ecovia, Autovia, and Centauro with the age of 74. For budget, the maximum age is 75, and for Record Go, the maximum age is 70 years. And now let's talk about young driver fees. The age group typically ranges from 21 to 24 years with the highest fee per day of €25.66 for Audis and Budget. The lowest fee per day is €6 for Nolajari and Carways. As per senior driver fees, the age group typically is 75 years and above with the highest fee per day of €12 with Ecovia, Autovia, and Centauro. The lowest fee per day is €6.01 with Carways. When driving in Palermo, certain restrictions apply, so be attentive. Access to historic city or village centers is generally prohibited, while bus lanes and parking are strictly regulated. Enforcement cameras monitor violations, and careless driving can lead to significant fines, so pay attention to the different types of cameras and be vigilant on the roads. Also note that urban destinations like Palermo, Catania, Naples, Rome, Milan, Florence, and Bologna, as well as coastal areas like Cinque Terre and the Amalfi Coast, discourage car usage due to congestion and regulations. However, car hire is truly advantageous for countryside exploration. Also, remember never to leave valuable belongings in an unattended parking lot. Now let's talk about refueling. Note that fueling up in Sicily involves two options: self-service and full-service gas stations. Better opt for self-service pumps to save money. Prepare yourself for the cost of fuel in Italy, which typically amounts to around €2 per liter, equivalent to approximately $8 per gallon. By the way, it's easy to refuel because gas stations are practically everywhere in Palermo. Pro tip: to evade hefty refueling charges, return your car with a full tank or at the same fuel level specified in your rental agreement. Italy's ZTL regulations, akin to those in Milan and other Italian cities, restrict vehicle access without a permit from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday to Saturday with Friday-Sunday nights. However, note that access to the ZTL is allowed on Sundays and holidays. The ZTL encompasses much of the central tourist area in Palermo, but keep in mind that penalties for unauthorized entry are around €164, so it's important to understand the restrictions. To prevent unintended entry into the ZTL zone, pay attention to the specific signs. Our advice: better park your car outside the ZTL zone at your hotel and explore city on foot. Or alternatively, inquire with your hotel about obtaining a temporary ZTL day pass. And that's a wrap for today's video about hiring a car in Palermo Airport. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be sure to check out our other videos for more tips on car hire in Milan and the whole of Italy. Happy travels!